So, shall I tell you a little bit about jars? You can either throw it in one piece and then like cut and then, because you know that's exactly the same because you've thrown it together, or you throw it in two pieces. Now, throwing it in two pieces is actually more difficult because you actually have to make them fit. Now, I made this a very snug fit, but because you have to fire them together, it has all sorts of risks. So what you do to mitigate the risks is you make sure that the glaze is nowhere near the surface that is going to stick to the top. And so this, as you can see when I put it on, has about a 5mm gap between the end of the lid and the glaze. Okay, now listen to this noise. That's a horrible noise. So what I've got to do is I've got to sand these down to make them ultra smooth. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do a bit of sanding. Potter style. I start with the diamond sander, then I just use sandpaper that gets ever finer, and that makes it really smooth. So what I do is I get a bit of virgin coconut oil on a cotton ball. My mum made the virgin coconut oil, and I just brush it on. Taking a little bit of sandpaper, I'm dabbing the oil onto the sandpaper, and I give it a final smooth. I do the same with the lid, and voila! Now, the trick of finding the perfect spot to put the lid, I've made a mark on the piece and a mark on the lid. If you put the marks together, that's how it was fired. They're fired exactly together, and that's the perfect spot. Can you hear that? It's a nice sound. It's not the sound like that. Oh! So there you have it. The jar that makes up set 4, Caribbean Blues.